Alrighty, it is time for Alexis against, and we decided to call him, I think it was Daniel's idea, but we decided to call him Rexy Boy, just to give him that little bit of extra Rizz, because God only knows Rex Raptor needs it. When he was on the boat to Duelist Kingdom, he was trying to Rizz up my Valentine, and Rexy Boy ended up getting booted out the door, and alright, what's Alexis got first? She's got Bikini by the look of it, which is a good card. Where is my phone? I was just watching these real vibe reels. There it is. There's a channel on Instagram called Fantasy Vibe, I think it's called. There's a few of them like it, but it's an AI generated channel, but it's just got these real chill rooms and stuff, and it's like, which one would you pick? Sometimes that sort of reel is just what I need, because I could be like, oh, I could go for number 5 right now, as it's in the middle of a rainstorm, but it's overlooking a city, and it's got this lo-fi stuff playing in the background. And now I'm all mellowed out. I watch those reels when I need to detach for 10 minutes or so. What was I doing? Oh, there's a duel on. I should be watching. Bikini. Get Bikini on the field. Bikini is such a good card. What was I? Comments. This is what happens when you watch lo-fi AI generated reels where was I up to in comments? That looks somewhat right. Katomi758. Should WWE let Cody go full arrogant moving forward? Cody, in my opinion, seems like he is in that path to heelish nature. Maybe after Mania, he might. They can't do it now because Cena's a bad guy, but Cody's always had that little bit of arrogance to him, even as a babyface. So a Cody heel turn is going to have to happen eventually. Otherwise, he's going to just stale out and get boring. Sukowski says, wow, Zayn got dropped by a drop bear. If you know, you know. Sukowski also said, sent my mum to South Africa a few years ago. The airfare wasn't cheap, but once she got there, everything was incredibly affordable. She got her hair done, washed, styled, cut and color for $30. Wow. A regular haircut here will cost you $30. Bottles of wine between 5 and 20. I don't drink. I don't really know what the difference between wine is. And a dinner for her and 4 other people with appetizers, soup, salad, entree, dessert, and wine, about $90. So that's also very good. I was shocked that she came home with about half the money I sent her with. So with her living her best life there, it was more affordable than frugally living at home. Yeah, it's incredible how expensive places in the US, Australia as well, England, and places in Europe as well. I think Canada's quite expensive as well. But it's amazing how far our money goes in some countries. It's no wonder why Bali is such a popular destination for people in Australia, because the money there goes so far. And Rexy Boy, Fossil Excavation, I don't think Raptor's going to have much of a chance, although Marek did get the job done, but Alexis had to draw a pretty bad hand. Sukowski also says, Chumley ain't no chump. Wow, Alexis got dropped by the king of drop bears. It was a fun series of 8 tournament, and I did 2 yesterday because I wanted to get it finished. We've got Thelonious Viper doing a test run of his deck, but it's some of the AI decks for GX, we're thinking about using them as templates and trying to get together like a season 1-esque tournament, but having all the characters, even if we have to nerf some of the decks, just to start out. Then we'll do another one and we'll completely soup up their best deck that they used in the anime. SCH292 says, In theory, bro, just come to the state of California. You can sleep anywhere you want, poop and pee most of anywhere you want. You can also take whatever you want in the stores. The law can't touch you, just don't sleep, poop or pee on Fed property or federal zones. Well, I've never been to California before. I've actually got, we've got someone who lives over here. He's basically part of the family. He was one of my granddad's, might have been like my granddad's first employee when he had his business back in like the 60s or the 70s, whenever it was. Bill, he's from California, and he says he got out of there as quickly as he could. He wasn't fond of it. I think he got attacked when he was over there. Like he got stabbed in the stomach or something. Like something quite big. But he's been over in Australia for years. He's basically family to us. Now, Cyber Angel Izana is now on the field as well. 2,700 and 2,500. And Raptor, I think, will just not have the power in the deck unless Alexis breaks. Moonwolfie says, so we will have Alexis and Chum. Zane stood no chance in the first duel and in the second. He did get it back with his fusion, but he misread that card, took his life points to activate. And Tree Otter was able to get rid of Zane's 2,400 with Tree Otter's effect. An unexpected outcome, but Alexis and Chum should be an interesting duel. And, oh dang, Alexis wins already. It's 1-0. Rexy boy ain't got enough Rizz to distract Alexis right now. Come on, Raptor, Rizz her up. At least get one win. Crimson Maelstrom says, rooting for Chumley here. Let's see Alexis handle a takedown from down under. And Atada 1008. How's your back going? Hopefully you're doing good. Still waiting for the Venom deck. The Venom deck is tonight. We're trialing out the Venom deck for the first time. The thing is, the Venom deck, with that being a story deck, that's going to be me playing against the AI. This Alexis one, this was done by, I think, Daniel and Cameron. Human players. Was on the hard drive. But yeah, Thelonious, I think will use his AI deck on the game to make a template for his deck. But we'll see him tonight. He'll play against like Jaden, Alexis, and maybe Zane or Chaz or something. Sabersaurus, 1900. Get in there, Raptor boy. Although Alexis has some options in her hand. Glenn Devo says, Alexis could have won the third match. Tip for Alexis player, it's always better to set Cyber Gymnast in the Battle City run. Probably is, 1800 defense. Offense turn, the effect can be used while it's in defense mode. Also, that ritual should have been summoned long before holding arms was a factor. Possibly trying to play conservative as well and not overcommit may have been the strategy as well. It's, I mean, it's easier to say after you've seen the whole duel, but as the duel's being played, you never really know what's running through the human player's head. You might want to play conservative, but I mean, it's all subjective as well. Maybe Alexis could have won it. If it was Dakini, that could do a piercing damage as well. As we see, Sabersaurus is back. Get in there, knock down Cyber Gymnast. Cyber Gymnast is a good card though. Very good card. Moonwolfie says, for me in Southern Virginia, we don't typically get below 30 Fahrenheit in the winter, which is still pretty cold. Unless a random snow system comes through. This year was the first time we had snow in like 3 years. It can get to the high 90s or 100 Fahrenheit in the summer. The humidity can suck to all hell. 70s and 80s Fahrenheit is a typical temperature. But here in North Carolina, we joke that we have 12 seasons instead of 4. Yeah, I get that sometimes. The seasons, when they change here in Western Australia, they are so sporadic. You'll have 1 week where it's like nothing but humidity and heat, and then the next week it's like raining the whole time. As Serpent Knight Dragon is on the field, and Trachodon now doing some life point damage. As for the duel, with how Alexis took the first, I thought she was going to beat Marek, but Marek got the second 2 duels. I thought Alexis had the answer in that third duel, but Marek just had to draw and use holding arms. To be fair, Marek drawing that was absolutely out of left field. That was such a good draw for Marek. It was like the perfect draw. And baby Cerosaurus. Wow, Alexis might pick up a loss in this one. Raptor's still at 8,000 life points. Oh, Hallowed Life Barrier. That's a good card too. Moonwolfie says, Chum fought back hard to win. Good match. For GX, because of how much Jaden, Chaz, Zane and Cyrus's deck change over the series, it's probably best to go season by season. So Jesse, Aster, Jim, Tyranno will only appear in tournaments for the seasons over around. So Jesse for seasons 2 to 4, for example. It is a possible thing that might have to be a thing, just with the way GX is. But we could always nerf the stronger decks and have them all together. Alexis attacks with Cyber Prima. Bradman 1978 says, I swear the power creep going into GX was Pegasus telling Kaiba, your blue eyes is weaker than a koala, Kaiba boy. Of course the decks change a lot in GX, seeing it's over 3 years and not 2 tournaments. Silas DC says, Chumlee has more solid cards, Alexis has more ritual cards except for a few other cards. The attack points between the two are massively different for base monsters. Don't have very much attack. It's like a magic green as big creatures and no flying defense, and many of the other ones have a whole lot of tricks when your tricks don't. We knew the game Big Bad Beastie Green is going to win. Reminds me a lot of Chamlee and his big koalas. No, Chumlee, sorry, Chamlee. And, oh, Dakini again. Get in there, Dakini. Let's go, Dakini. We love you, Dakini. Damn. Rex Raptor just lost his Serpent Knight Dragon. Okay, I am Yusuf the boy. If you had Dakini, you would have won. Dakini is in Alexis's deck. I don't know if that comment is meaning that Dakini might not be in the deck. It is in the deck. Alexis might have just not have drawn it, or... Dakini, out of all of them, is probably her strongest fusion because of the piercing damage in the 2700. Dakini is a very good card, and seeing that Dakini is on the field, let's go Dakini. Midnight DB says, in the manga, Bakura just straight up murdered Pegasus. And Yugi only played Magician of Black Chaos one other time. He summoned Dark Magician Girl, and Magician of Black Chaos on the field together, but Noah took them apart almost instantly. I do remember that. It was on the field for like a turn, and then Noah's just like, yeet, got rid of the Magicians. And this is a new name as well. Will Wits 24. Love the stuff, man. I feel we could do could Zane win Battle City just so they can get used to the deck? We'll probably do Can They Win Battle City with every player eventually. Why not? Leave no stone unturned as Raptor, and Raptor's looking dicey. Although, Dakini, we love Dakini. So sometime after these duels, I'm probably going to go on Twitch for a little while if anyone wants to come hang out as well. What am I going to play? I get the feeling no one wants to watch me grow to level 99 at the start of the game on Final Fantasy XII or on Kingdom Hearts on Destiny Island. So I might play Early Days, or... Yeah, I might play Early Days. I might even play... I have Pokemon open in a window as well. I figured out how to stream 3 games at the same time as Rexy Boy. His Rizz wasn't strong enough and Alexis gets a win. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and thanks for leaving all the comments. Some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Action coming up as well. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, take care, farewell.